He's talking with his old man. So, Manny, Emmanuel, son of my sons, one of my favorite people in the whole world, most special guy that I know. What are we talking about today? Jefferson.
We're going to be talking about some stuff about safe sites to visit and
Safe sites to visit? Okay.
and marble races.
And marble races. Oh.
Architecture.
And architecture. Okay.
Coding.
Wow, we're gonna cover the gamut, aren't we? Okay, so
that's what we're going to be talking about, and also my channel name is going to be.
Well, don't say your channel name until you've gotten it, because if you say it before you get it, then people may go there and then they don't find it. So we've got to get it, then we market it. Okay? All right, so which one are we looking at in the coding?
The one you're on is not even close.
It's not even close? Oh. Okay, so let's find the one that I should be on. I don't know these things. That's why I need the experts to tell me.
Well, first, it's not on YouTube.
Oh, it's not? Oh, cool. Good. That was a trick question, so you passed it. Okay, so where is it?
Tab, because there's gonna be stuff I'm gonna have to do on this.
Okay, so I'll just say Google.
And then put in Clever. Put in Clever.
Okay, so Clever.
No, Clover Park School.
I'm going to say it like that. So, it's Clever login. Ooh, yeah. Hold on. Let me log you in first so they don't see all of that, right? Okay. He's logging us in right now. Okay, code.org. All right, so now I can share this. Okay, so what are we looking at? Okay, so
that's what we're looking at.
Okay, so we're looking at the code. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I see what's going on here. So we're just going to fix that real quick. Okay.
Okay, go down. You have to go down on that thing.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, go for it.
I'm starting with this one.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's get it all set up first, and then we can do what we need to do. Okay, so
back to activity.
No, you do it.
Okay.
We'll just bring it live when it's all done.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm gonna do the first thing I ever.
So while you're doing that, what exactly are we looking at?
I'm going to be looking at the first thing I ever did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is your coding?
Yep, I did all of this coding.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so.
Okay. Set up. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's walk us through what we're looking at.
Okay. This I got it to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
Coding. Doing all that.
If you touch it, then it's going to engage it. Wow. Okay, so we're going to have to, hold on.
Use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we can't use the music.
Okay, so what I did is, 1 second. I need to,
Is there a way to stop the music?
by not pressing play. Okay. Okay. No, not the one. Those were the things I used to dance with. Those things.
Okay.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Need to find the exact one.
Mm-hmm.
Pressed all projects.
Okay.
Okay. Projects. Okay. This. Press this. Press remix. Okay. World. That's the first thing I do now.
Mm-hmm.
I set background.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want? Warm?
Let's do warm.
Okay. Warm means like red color, yeah.
Okay.
Colors. What do you want? Disco? Ripples?
Let's do disco. That sounds interesting.
Disco ball, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
1 second, I need to change that. I go to the one that I was on.
Is this the music? Let's do it without music, because if we do it with music, this was going to shut it down.
Yeah, I don't know how I can do it. The only way that I can show is by pressing the thing. So
Got it. Okay.
if there was a mute button, is there a mute button?
Well, let's go for it, and we'll just see what we can do after the fact.
Do that. You could probably turn down the volume.
Probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that would be the best idea.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Go to dancers.
Mm-hmm.
First, you want to go to name dancers, actually. So
Okay.
you can name the dancer.
Ah.
Never use the cat. He has some really bad thing going on with him. I use the dog. He's my favorite, personally.
Mm-hmm. So what are we looking at here?
Well, see what I meant? Because the warm color,
Mm-hmm.
so it looks like a mangoish red.
Mm-hmm.
At the top, it's like just red, and bottom, it's reddish.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle, it's like pinkish.
Mhm.
Because those are like all like red, orange, yellow, pink. Those are like warm colors.
No.
Blue, cool colors are like blue, green, and white and stuff.
Interesting. Yeah,
I-
you're right.
And ice cream would be like the original flavor is chocolate, vanilla, and mint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what you want to do to make sure it doesn't look like they're just faking that smile.
Mm-hmm.
Dancers, go there. If you want him to do a certain dance, do the type of animal he is. Dogs. Body roll. No. This is what happens when you set fresh. That.
Interesting.
Put 2 measures. Never ever put this much measures.
So what are measures? Tell me about those.
Oh, measures are like 1, 2. You'd be doing he'd be doing fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ones after that, the 2 letters after that, he would be doing a high clap. This. That.
Okay.
If you do that, it's not going to look so good. It's going to be doing that.
Mm. Oh, because it's 0.1 measure?
Yes.
Oh.
But then when you have it at 2 measures, this is what happens. It's smoother.
Oh, okay. So one of them, he looked really spastic.
And then when you press delete, obviously it'll go away.
Okay.
And then if you press reset, it will just be depressed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that because you want people who are looking at it to be interested and actually engaged. Like, oh, that doesn't really seem like diagram. On the other hand, it's that.
Interesting. Okay.
At measure 4,
Mm-hmm.
3 and 4, he's going to be doing a high clap like that.
Mm-hmm.
In the diagram.
And so now, did you memorize all of this, or you just know it innately? How do you know these things?
By practicing.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
And by the time I have the hang of it, I'm actually able to like rename the sprite, rename dancer. Like sprite means like rename the whole thing, and rename means like rename only the project.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to use your fingers right now. Just use the keyboard.
Publish means you're like putting it out, like to your classmates and stuff. Then when you press that, that means like rename, remix. That's like you go on there. And then when you press that and you're just reviewing it, you'll get that. But then if you want to have like a party to actually stand up to its name, then you go to dancers, circle. Okay, which shape do you want to do?
Let's do a triangle. You have a star? Okay, diamond.
Okay. Diamond? Which animal?
Let's do... you know what? I haven't seen a moose do any dancing before, so let's go with a moose.
See, I told you.
Yeah. Okay, so diamonds and a moose. Oh, yeah, look at that.
What number? It goes up to 20.
Let's do 11.
Oh. Now press reset. Dancers. Which dance do you want him to do?
Let's do... Let's see. Okay, so we won't do the crazy one.
No.
This or that. Let's do this or that, because I don't know what that means. That sounds like I got some choices.
What else do you want to do? This or that also?
Yeah. No, 2 this or that. Oh, this or that. Oh, nice. Okay.
But you don't
I
want
need
to
to
put
incorporate
all.
that in my own dance moves. Amazing.
I like fresh. And I like fresh personally.
Oh, okay.
Because I like fresh fruits. Now, I don't really like the high climb because it's just like literally don't have
Let's drop.
Drop? Dog. That's when you go down to the ground. 2 is best because it's not uneven, because if it's uneven, it'll go in the middle of the thing and then change it to a different one. So it'll
Got
look
it.
weird.
Okay.
So then, if you want like something it to be raining while that's happening, you go to World still, foreground effect, put that anywhere you want, and then see.
Whoa, nice.
If you want to paint strip, I don't like that one personally because it's just like, well, what's the point in doing that? Because it's just going to reverse.
Right.
And plus, it's getting in the way of people saying things.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth.
I personally don't like doing ranked because they might put out something like really bad.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
Okay.
like if it's something you don't like, it's just going to keep on doing it.
So you like to kind of maintain control to make sure that they don't.
I don't like that one personally. No.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you. Sounds a little gross.
Tacos. I would put that in there, but it's just blocking with you. I like the.
That reminds me of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh, no.
Tacos flying out of the sky. Yeah.
There was no tacos in the first one. There was a taco, one taco, in the second.
There's no tacos in that movie?
There wasn't any in the first.
Maybe they should have had tacos. Maybe it would have been a better movie. Okay, so we've got all of that.
Okay, we've got that part.
So now what are we looking at?
Okay, now we can turn the volume back up. Okay. None of those. Okay. This one. Someone sent to me. It was one of my classmates. I'm really mad at them.
Really? Should we watch it? Seems a little iffy.
Really mad at it because they did some really bad stuff. I'm gonna have really large amount. I had changed all this, and I didn't change the character. Okay. This is what happens when past an object. This is what it was before.
Endgame, like the Marvel.
Do you see that?
What? I've been robbed.
Okay. See? Look. When I'm passing. See, it puts me down when I'm passing. Okay.
Could it be all the rocks that you went through ahead of time and you just got worn out? You said, I can't take it anymore. I keep on hitting these rocks and nobody cares.
This is what it really was for. Look. Can't go up anymore. It puts me down when I'm about to pass an obstacle.
I'm angry for you.
No.
So you could just throw it away when you don't like it?
No, I don't do that. I just change ups.
You just change it up?
Yeah, and I like doing this. I like to fish the most. Now I'm gonna put it on the water, yes. Of course. Okay. That is not funny. Water? Like the underwater. I have to put it to this. One I did not hit in obstacle. This is why I don't like this, because this was one of the people. They sent it to me when I was glitching. They said it was glitching, and I was like, yeah.
Could it be that you've got to move it through the thing instead of hitting the vines?
This is what I once did, and I wasn't so happy because not really a challenge. See, you're just going through.
But you're getting points.
Yeah.
But that sounds good.
Then when you just do that, it's just on auto. it's not really giving you a challenge. It's fine.
So maybe the challenge is how to get to the other side with the lowest amount of points. Yeah?
This is endless running. There's like no end. If there was one hit, I once got to 80, but I wasn't so happy.
It does look like that's glitching because no matter if you go through the thing without touching anything or you touch something, you still get a point.
Doesn't matter what you do. You'll still get a point. When I did that, I got bored, so I went. So, but then when my friend decided, well, when someone in my class decided, when they found out I was doing coding, they decided to put this in there. I'm like, oh, I wonder what this was. When hit an obstacle, score a point. What?
Okay.
And when it hit the ground,
so we've seen that. Now,
okay.
What is the other thing that you're going to show us?
Okay.
Because we can't stay too long on this one.
Okay.
Well, I guess we can, but who's going to stay with us?
You're going to have to draw some.
True. Got to draw some.
Okay. Now, this was one of the safe sites.
Okay.
Certainly. And then there's another piece.
Oh, yeah, no. You want to do all. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Okay. Now, this is another safe site.
And
it's a very fun one, actually. The place I like the least, my dad always hated this one. Where is it? Well, disliked is a strong word. That will come up soon. That. At least like that.
In those tiger neighborhood? I don't know, you remember that.
I'm glad. Okay. Now, what else was it? Another one. Oh, I have to go to videos to find it. Yeah.
PBS Kids sat down.
Oh. Oh, shows, please.
So then you've got ideas on the safe sites for kids.
Okay, Daddy. This is one of the sites. Okay, first, yep. Now I just need to get in Card Kingdom. Okay. One Card Kingdom. Oh. Wait, actually, back. If you do have.
Hold on 1 second. Anytime that you go to do like those type of things, you take it off, right? Oh, and see, they're just seeing like the top of your head all this time. You know, make sure that they see you, or it gets kind of warm for them. Okay, so go ahead and pop in your username. Makes a lot of sense. Very cool. Okay, something's not matching.
Then here was this. Right. And I did too. Okay. I'm just gonna have to do this. It's actually like this one. Maybe just taking that.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, keep in mind, what difference does it make at this point? Nope, you have to repeat it. See where it says do it twice?
Do this?
Yep, it says type your new password twice. So you have to type that in again.
Okay.
Nope. It has to match. Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's really peaceful.
Can't remember whatever you pick. You got to remember because. Okay, but they may mix it up, so you have to remember which things are in there. Okay. Get done.
Now that I'm signed in, I have to go to things I don't like to go to. Now I have to go to the video.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. At this point, we can let them in on what's going on since you already have gotten to that point.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Now I just need to go to. Well, since I'm logged in, I need to find.
So talk to us. What are we looking for?
Well, what I'm looking for is the thing that I like. Stay paused. Stay paused.
PBS Kids sat down with families. Talk about something really important. PBS PBS Kids sat down with families to talk about something really important.
Hi, my name is.
We like you. And it's
okay to talk different
I think you have to see the whole.
Race and Racism premieres Friday, October 9th at 7, 6 Central on PBS Kids Family Night.
Okay. Okay. Now I have to find that person again.
Okay, so I don't know what we're doing.
Oh. Okay, something like that, but it just says don't flood at the start.
Okay.
It should be on here at least. Don't.
Okay, so what we're looking for right now is sites that you should go to or sites you shouldn't go to?
Should.
Should.
Okay.
Okay.
If you're trying to find something that'll actually teach you something, okay. I need to find. Oh, come on. There's. Rescue the
Well, can I interview you while you're doing that?
What?
Can I interview you while you're doing that?
What?
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, what are your favorite shows or favorite things here on this site that you think kids will get a really good set of lessons from?
Well, I think what you would get a good set of lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Found it. Okay, where I think you would get a good set of
Don't flood
lessons
the fidgets.
is, well, the one I think would get you a good set. It's not actually a show. It's this actually, because it actually teaches you what can help them and what would just be like.
The fidgets need your help designing a city that's safe from flooding. A flood happens when there's lots of rain, wind, or anything that moves water from its usual place.
I see.
There are many things that can cause floods. If there's too much rain, the banks of a river can be flooded. When there's a hurricane, strong winds can push water to the shore, causing an ocean to flood. An underwater earthquake can cause a huge wave that can flood the land.
This is on.
Here's how to play. You'll be building a city where the fidgets can live safely. This is how many fidgets are in your city and how many you need.
Okay, so
these are your fidget dollars.
What we'll do,
Use this money to buy materials.
So then we're not going to take them through the building of the city.
To learn how it helps you.
You're going to tell us about why you like to build the city, and then you can go and build the city later, but not live.
Draw
and that way, when you build your city, later on, we can come back and say, okay, so this is the city that was built. So they're seeing what it looks like without anything built, right? And then once you build it out, then later on we can come back and you can say, okay, so this is what it is. So we'll do like a part 2. Pretty cool.
Okay.
All right. So tell us about this. Let me. Can we stop this?
Choose a city to build.
Okay. I'm gonna do like not island because that one is pretty bad.
Build a safe, dry city for 550 fidgets to win. You can spend up to 100,000 fidget dollars.
Okay, so this actually helps you do economy and like counting. So it's economy and counting and how and like survival lessons.
Oh, economy, counting, and survival lessons. Okay.
Okay. So this one is not so good. This one is the best house to build.
How come?
Well, because it's on stilts. So when the water rises, they're on stilts. So the water won't rise, and then it fills up their house already, and then it might only fill up a little bit of their house, not a bunch.
Brilliant. So you help it from keep it from filling up all of their house.
Okay. And then these stuff are good. This is good because when the water's coming, it can stop the impact. So when it's coming, it's like flowing down the water while it's going. So it's going like that, and then it's going like that. Because I tested that out in the tub with my cars. So I put my feet there. I put my feet like where the thing to take a shower when you pull it. I push my feet there. Then when I go back, it kind of like makes the thing like gather up, and then it goes like that, and then it'll wash it from under the feet.
Interesting.
But then I also tested it out at Sunny's at the beach we went to for Yom Teruah, and then because when the high tide was coming, I was looking at it because it'll go in a little bit, then it'll come back out. Like when I push myself, because I'm dragging the water with me, then I see it gather up more material so it can get bigger and then crash down. And I'm like, oh, so then the best way to do is while the water's gathering up, it'll be taking water away, but then when it's coming up, the good thing is that they're on stilts, so it might hit the roof, but it's on stilts.
And stuff on stilts where 5 fidgets live.
And plus, if you count by 5, you can get like a bunch of fidgets, and then it's like 5, 10, 15.
So what are fidgets?
Fidgets are like people.
Oh, okay. You have such a scientific mind.
And then if you just have nothing, what happens?
A big tropical storm is coming, with rain and waves that can cause flooding.
But the fidgets are in the house now, so they're safe, right?
Your city. Uh-oh, your city flooded.
What?
Here are your results.
What in the world? We were so close.
Okay. No, you weren't, because we had nothing built. There was nothing.
Oh, we didn't build anything.
So
we weren't safe.
But actually nothing. No, actually, nobody got hurt because nobody was in there. Okay. What I like to do with this, while I have it up, I like to take this house on stilts, make a lot of them, and like put them around the roads and stuff. But I don't have like the paved roads. I have like the ones that have already been paved and are like all crinkly. So because that can actually stop the flood and it can actually stick in there. And then there's oyster farms. When I place those down, the oysters can clean the water, and then it can be used for drinking water.
Interesting. Do you know what oysters are? What they're considered?
No.
I think oysters, like clams, are bivalves. So they filter the water. You're right.
Oh, so when I first did this, I actually like put a bunch of oyster farms like around the whole thing, and then I had since I had one of those porch things, so I put like a bunch of trees and gardens there, so those could suck up the thing and grow taller. So when the next flood comes, they're taller and stronger.
Very smart. So they're like a water break. They keep the water from impacting everything so
and
hard.
then when the water is good for drinking water, they can just use that for drinking water instead of having to collect water themselves. The oysters will collect water and clean them.
Very smart. Okay. That's very interesting. Very intelligent. Okay. Thank you so much for showing us this. Okay, so what's the other place that you wanted to show us?
So now what do we do? I don't want to have to log out of me.
You don't want to have to log out of you. Okay, so
I think we should just share another one.
Okay, so we'll share another one. Okay. Okay, so let's see. So then we'll mod out of that. So then, where's the next one place that we're going in here?
In here?
Oh, it's a different place?
Yeah, we're going this now. We are going to. This is actually it's considered YouTube.
YouTube.
Actually, no, YouTube because.
Okay.
It actually has. I thought it was only Yo.
That's the using bulkhead.
That's actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's.
Wait, what?
I actually could watch that. I actually do not mind watching that.
Let me check it out real quick.
And now I just need to press.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know why they bring up screen stuff.
Marble race.
Yes. This. Okay.
Okay, we're not doing that one.
Okay. Well, first we're gonna have to get this. Oh, this thing is sharing?
Oh, well, you have to, no, you have to bring it up first.
This?
Yeah.
What do you mean by bring it up?
Is that the marble race that you're going to be highlighting?
My dad does this. I'm gonna go somewhere.
Okay, so here's the marble races that my son is absolutely in love with. Hey, Manny, you left your crowd.
I didn't even find out what the name of the thing was, so my brother can play it.
All right.
Okay. First.
What's happening here?
Okay, first. Okay, so you see the marbles going through the track. They're going through the track, right? Okay. Let me just go in there so we have a close up. Okay.
No, it's already on the full thing, so you don't need to do that. Just explain it from here.
Okay,
I'm
so
trying to figure out what it's called.
I don't know yet, so
Yeah, I'm
I
just
gotta
going to check.
okay. So you see them going through the track.
Uh-huh.
So he explains it on the way, and then you see when they get thrown off, that he puts that there for a while, and it disappears.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like some really famous ones, like the legend one, the 3 ball, like as in like one of those things from pool, but it's just a marble version. And that's a legend because he's won like about 14, or like he's won like the year after a year after he was brought in, which was about it was either 2015, 2014,
Nope, not yet.
or 13. It was one of those years. When he was brought in, he was speeding past them because the heavier it is, the faster it goes because more weight is.
So what determines, aren't all marbles supposed to be the same weight?
Not necessarily. If they're meant to be the same weight, they will be. If they aren't meant to be the same weight, they won't be.
Well, that makes sense.
Okay. While they're going through the track, as you see they're going through the track, if one marble is getting more slow, but then one's speeding behind them, and then it will have a chance to pass them. But then since when the legend loses, he makes a comeback in the second one, in the second race, because they think he won't make it, but then you realize he's speeding, and then there's someone going slow behind him, actually in front of him, like when you're walking, and then someone's going slow. And when someone's going slow in front of you,
Bing. Well, no wonder you're having problems.
No, I just snapped.
Okay.
So,
See? Those two cars stuck. I'm not showing the bar right now because it's just showing the people who got stuck and how they got stuck right now.
Wait, if you scroll down, you may be able to
Okay. That was the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thanks. I don't know why it's so big. Dad, it's getting very big. I need you to get out the big screen.
You get out the big screen.
I don't think you do that. Or something like that.
But can you search it? Can you search it? I want to see it because it showed up when you first.
It showed up when I first.
On here.
Oh yeah. Let me see.
You said that small.
Let me see. Okay.
Go 1 second.
Yeah. Oh, TJ maybe. But wait, let me see if I have it quick.
Okay.
Hold on, son. Okay, so tell us more about what's going on.
Okay. The next one I'm going to be pulling up.
Hold on 1 second. Let me check this out. Okay. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
We could go up on here.
Okay.
Slash force.
Hold on.
Tasty.
There you go. All right. So,
Okay.
what's going on here?
The next one.
Wait, you're on.
I'm not gonna. Okay. Okay. This one.
Mm-hmm.
I always put on him. He's kid friendly.
Okay, but that's not gonna help because they're not seeing any of that.
Okay. 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 This is an underwater race. The thing about this is they're gonna move slower,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be way harder for them.
This is marbles moving through water now?
Yeah.
So why would they do something like that?
Well, because it's supposed to be a challenge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they don't want it to just be easy because it's just to be the same track over and over. Because he is doing this like at his house.
Uh-huh.
So what he's doing is he's putting them in water because they're going slower, and then it's going to be debating on how well they do in underwater. I understand why he's doing this because he wants it to be a challenge. Because I've tried out anywhere I throw it, they still go slow.
Are they made out of metal or glass or what?
Glass.
Are they real marbles, regular marbles?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're made of
Interesting.
glass. Well, sand, then glass, then melted glass, then marbles. Okay. But then when I tried doing it with my marble, Red Rose, inside my bathtub, it would be going something like, hey, I was doing that. So I did it again. And see, because when it's hitting the water's slowing it down while it's going in. And it's just like it's like when you punch someone, your fist kind of comes down because the impact, it will really hurt them. They'll go flying. But then your fist will not be going as fast when you want like that because you hit the person, then when you fall, when the person falls, they're going down. But then you're going like that.
You know what I notice here is that the marbles are going into the water, but they're not necessarily all going into the water at the same time, even though they're released at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why?
That's because when they're having the impact, they're having the impact because the air, it's kind of blowing up water onto them, so then it's kind of slowing
them down. But I noticed
down.
that the water is also, see how it's kind of moving?
Mm-hmm.
So some of the water is lower and some is higher when it goes in.
Yeah, so that's why they're not going in at the same time, because some of the water is like grabbing the marble and I'm pulling it down faster. Then it goes slow. But then that's the marble that goes the slowest because it went in first and it's having a bad impact. So then it's like going slower and slower. And other marbles have a late release, then they're going faster and faster. Like me on my test, and I came in late. Well, not late, traffic. So then they're going faster and faster, and then the one that was released last the one that goes in the water last actually is first because they have the least of the impact because most of it was taken. Okay.
I see. That's interesting. Okay. So, I absolutely enjoy when you do the marble race thing because I think that it's really interesting how you apply science to that. So I'm really looking forward to when you finish building your marble maze for your marble races. Okay, awesome. All right, so I think it's time to close this out. So what are the closing words that you have to say to us?
I'm not done.
You're not done, but I think we're finished.
Basics, you have to get like really in for the basics.
In for the basics, okay. All right. So then, what's the last thing that you're going to show us?
Last thing.
This
is actually gonna be hard. No.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Are we doing another thing on YouTube or something else?
This is gonna be YouTube.
It's gonna be YouTube. Okay.
This one isn't gonna be model races, but this is kind of how somewhere or it was on one of these. It was on something that had like something that was like this is it. Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Okay, that makes sense.
But it's not that. That's not the video.
Okay, well you have like half of a minute to find it.
Okay. This is it.
Okay. So let me see.
You gotta put that on there. Okay. Now. Okay. Can they hear the voice for this one? Can they hear the voice for this one?
No.
Okay. Okay. So you see them crashing? This is why I see marbles colliding and stuff to see how it's like with like cars crashing. So I watch him because he actually explains to us while they're racing, like what I'm doing.
Okay.
So when the race starts, I'm seeing. Okay.
So what would that be called? He's the
director. He's directing.
Okay. For the commentator. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, like me.
Yeah, you're the commentator.
Okay. So when I see him go through the cars, I'm like, oh, so I'm looking at them to see which one is the biggest because because I'm like, oh, the heaviest one is the fastest because it's getting dragged down more by gravity. So while it's getting dragged down more, I'm like, okay, which one would guarantee to win? I'm like, well, I don't know. Well, I'm like, well, I'm guessing it's out of one of the ones that are very heavy. So I'm looking at mine because once I watched one of these when I had my cars, and I was like, it has to be in the what's the word again? In the size, and it has to be in like the weight or like the section of my cars because like it has to be like heavy as heavy as that or heavier. So when they're going, I'm like, okay, which one's the heaviest? I'm like, well, one is like mine, but it looks strong, so it could win. But then I'm like, wait, even though it's small, it could be very heavy because it's still small, but it has like something attached to it that's very heavy. So then when I look at my car closer, I'm like, okay, this one's the heaviest because I tried it out. Because when I drop them in my bathtub, I see which one the one that goes the farthest inside the tub.
So now, how come those things are flipping all over the place instead of,
Because they're colliding, and because with the force that they're getting behind them, they get pushed forward. But then with the twists and turns, it like launches them up because they're kind of not expecting it, because they're kind of like flipping over because they were hit, or like some part was hit, like in a car crash, like, or in a race when one of your wheels were hit or one important part was hit, and then you're kind of like twisting and turning and like doing all sorts of stuff, and then you like crashing or flip over, or you're not expecting something because you're like, well, I do that piece is missing. But then that's kind of like what the cars are doing, but they aren't talking. They are kind of like going out. They're going out of balance while the people who are watching the video are like, oh, what is that car going to do? It's my favorite car. Well, your favorite car should have been the heaviest car.
I see.
Did you ever look at the cars when they were showing it to see which one you would like because it would be the winner? Or did you just wait until the end and then see for your hopes? But then if you actually do some science and actually don't just use it as like, oh, I'm just watching this to watch it. It's like, okay, well, I would like this one, and then if your prediction is right or wrong, you can see how your prediction was right or wrong.
Got it. So you're able to kind of formulate an idea, and then you check to see if that idea is actually workable. It's accurate. Okay, very
like
good.
When I was doing my thing with the heat, I was asking you about if you catch something that's cold and you're hot. Would you turn cold? You're like, no, you would remain hot. I was like, oh, because my arm was cold. I was like, when I touched the cold surface, but it was like hot on the outside. I was like, okay. So when I was talking, I was saying, while my arm is cool, the outside is hot, but but the inside looks like it's hot when it's actually cold. But the coldness is transferring to me because the light is not, because the heat light is projecting to both inside and outside.
Oh, yes. Isn't that amazing how that happens? Huh. All right. Okay, so I think we are at the end of our live stream. You did a great job. What just happened to the light?
Yeah.
Somebody's messing with our production. I don't even understand it. So, you did a great job. Excellent job. I feel like I have learned so much. Let's see, we went over coding. We went over safety. We went over, let's see, marble races, and then car races and science. You have educated me well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so do you want to close it out, or do you want me to close it out?
Well, what I'd like to say for our part 2, you're going to be seeing a massive city that has a bunch of things that I was talking about in this video and you'll see what will happen when it gets flooded.
Very cool. I forgot about the city. So we learned how to build things too. All right, so thank you so much for y'all for tuning in on an old man and little kid doing their thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'm calling you old. Yeah. So love you. All right. So this is Jason Hodge, aka the Jason Hodge, and my sidekick. Talking marbles, coding, building cities, architecture, and marble and car races. We will see you next time. Have a good